It's that time of pre-season, the day we get to find out the fixture schedule for the upcoming season. Today we're going to have a look at it, and if you're going to enjoy the video, do be sure to drop a like and subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on the Swansea City fixture schedule in the comment section down below, along with your team's fixture schedule. Are you happy with it? What are your big games, Christmas games as well, and when are your local derbies also? For this one's going to include all that, and remember guys, if you like matchday vlogs, we're doing 23 more this season. That's just in the league. Maybe a few away days even as well. I try to get to every game I can for the home games, and of course League Cup as well, and the FA Cup, and maybe even some pre-season. But let's have a look then at the league fixture schedule here. We begin in August. The opening weekend is on the 10th of August, and we go away to the Riverside. Now this usually for the Swans is it's a massive trip up to Middlesbrough, but usually we don't take many fans, but because it's on the opening day, I think we'll take more than usual, obviously, to get our campaign underway. I don't think it's a bad game to kill our season off. Middlesbrough though will be up there in the season. Yes, it's one big trek, but I think to get it over and done with early doors away to Middlesbrough, is usually one that we dread, and we always get around Christmas time usually. So I'm glad we get it early doors here this season. Moving on to the following weekend, then we're home to Preston North End for the first home game of the season. Of course, this is Luke Williams' first full season as Swansea manager. Really excited, by the way, really excited. But we go home to Preston, and I believe that was the first home fixture when we had Graham Potter. Remember, we won that one 1-0, and Jay Fulton with a header. Maybe even Popper again this season with a winner in that game. But I think that's a good one. Last season we played Preston midweek at home, and so it'll be interesting to see how many fans they bring down for this one. It is quite a long journey once again though, but hopefully the sun is shining for that one. We always seem to play Preston early doors, and once again here. And then Saturday the 24th of August, the third game of the season, third league game of the season, is Cardiff. And I like that we've got the home fixture first, but it's way too early on in the season. Yes, we able to get it sort of out the way, and a win in this one really would, just a world of good. Because remember what happened last season with that win against Cardiff, that performance we put in. We have no trouble, getting the players fired up for it. Luke Williams did a great job last year in the Sheffield derby as well. We hit a new level against Cardiff, so if we can do that again in this one, there's no reason at all why we can't have a great start to the season. And matchday vlog for that one's going to be epic, absolutely epic. Right, next up then, we go away to West Brom. We always seem to play West Brom away early doors as well. Like last season we lost 3-2 under Michael Duff, almost with the comeback, but not quite. But yeah, opening month then, in August, we're looking at the game against Middlesbrough. Honestly, I'd take a draw right now up there. Preston maybe should be winning that one, probably should be winning that one. Cardiff, I'm not going to back us to lose against them, so a win there. And then maybe a draw against West Brom. So honestly, I do think we could go the first month undefeated there. Maybe we lose to Middlesbrough on the opening day, but I'm going to stay positive for now. I'm going to say we get a draw against Middlesbrough, a win against Preston, a win against Cardiff, and another draw against West Brom. So first month, 8 points. That would not be bad at all. Moving into September, we play Norwich City, and the game against Norwich City last season at home was really good. It was midweek, so this gives a chance for Norwich to bring quite a few more fans down in September, of course. But yeah, last time out was great. Bashir Humphreys with a late winner. Limbs. You got that right on camera as well. Be sure to check out the matchday vlog for that. But full team, I think that's going to be a tricky fixture. Of course, Norwich reached the playoffs last season, and I expect them to do well again this season, albeit though they have got a new manager. See how he settles in. And then after that, 21st September, away to Coventry. We do have quite a good record against Coventry, so I'm expecting to get a result there. And then Saturday, 28th September, we end off September with Bristol City at home. Of course, bit of a derby, probably only on derby days at a derby, but last season was really bad against Bristol. We opened the score and then we threw away our lead, so this time has to be better. I think it will be, but great game there, great game. Cannot wait for that one as well. It'll be a great one. So in September then, 3 games. I expect us to probably lose to Norwich, draw against Coventry, and I'm going to back us to beat Bristol. So far then, that's 8 points from last month. We'll go 9, 10, 11, 12. 12 points for the opening 2 months. I don't think that's bad at all. Into October then, and by the way, I'm sort of keeping count of my points tally at the moment. Of course, it's not going to be accurate at all, but be sure to let me know how many points you reckon we'll get from each individual month in the comment section down below. Moving on then to October. We started off on the 1st of October, away to Sheffield United, a midweek game. It's one of the ones where, of course, Sheffield United to come down from the Premier League last season. It would be a great away day, but midweek in October, It's a bit frustrating that one, because I would love to go up to Bramall Lane, but midweek now. Tough game though, really tough game. I don't expect Sheffield United to do as well as they, maybe are hyped to do. I think they might slip down in the Championship for a few seasons. Into the 5th, the following weekend, we played Stoke City at home. That's right, Stoke at home. When was the last time that happened? It seems like Swansea versus Stoke is always midweek, but not this season, it seems. Probably should be getting a result out of that one. Steven Schumacher, of course. We got a 3-0 win on the back end of last season, but probably should win that one. And then away to Blackburn, where last season, of course, we got our first win in, I think it was like 50-something years, away at Ewood Park. So same again this season, please, Swansea. A tricky game though, because Blackburn away up there, no easy team to play against. Then, of course, we go away again, another midweek game, 22nd of October, away to Sheffield Wednesday. That's going to be a really tricky game. So we play both Sheffield's clubs away in October. Sheffield Wednesday expect to do a lot better this season under Danny Roll for the whole season. Exciting stuff there. So I'm not sure how we go there. We got a 1-1 draw, of course, back end of last season against them, but they were quite tricky. And then we end off October with a game against Millwall at home on the 26th. And that one should be a good game also. So for us then, we're on 12 points at the moment. I don't think we'll beat Sheffield United. I don't think we'll get anything there. Probably beat Stoke 3, draw against Blackburn 4, draw against Sheffield Wednesday 5, and then maybe beat Millwall 8. So that's 20 points from the first 3 months. I can't quite work out in my head if that's good or bad. It seems all right. It seems about average at the moment. Into November, and we start off with the first game in November, the 2nd, against the newly promoted side from League One, the playoff winners last time, Oxford United. Not going to be easy away at the Kassam there on the Saturday though. And then we have a midweek game against Watford, just like last season, a midweek game on the 5th of November. So it's very close to where we played Watford at home last season, and it's midweek again. Then we go away on the following Saturday to Burnley. Of course, just got relegated from the Premier League. Should be an interesting, tricky game, that one. And then we're back home the 23rd of November against Leeds. Now, last season, that was a really tricky game. Got back 4-0. But Leeds fans are awesome. So excited to see how that one plays out again this season. But it's been a tricky game. And then, of course, we go away to Derby on the Wednesday, 27th. Of course, another ground I would have liked to tick off. But away on a midweek as well, which doesn't help. And then, of course, Saturday the 30th of November, we end off November with a home game against Portsmouth. So in November, we play all 3 promoted sides. Of course, Portsmouth won League One, Derby comes second, and in the playoffs it was Oxford. So in this month, I think we're on 20 points at the moment. I think we'll beat Oxford away. We'll beat Watford home. Won't get anything against Burnley. Won't get anything against Leeds. Draw away to Derby and win home. So 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So we're on to 30 points before December. I think we're going well here. Into December then, and we begin with an away trip on the weekend, 7th of December, away to Luton Town. And the last time, I think it was, we played Luton around Christmas time, with an Andre Ayew scored and made it 1-0. It was a late winner. Great game, hopefully the same this season, because Luton just going down from the Premier League, expecting to have a good season yet again and probably go back up again. But that's one that I'm looking at, and maybe that could be a great away day to do, depending on how busy we are around Christmas though. So away to Luton, then away on a Tuesday to Plymouth. Away to Plymouth on a Tuesday does not sound good, does it? That's when you want on a weekend, on a bank holiday or something like that. But then we go home on a Saturday the 14th of December, our final game before Christmas Day, and only home game before Christmas in December, against Sunderland. It was a tricky game last season. Sunderland were all over us, and they should have a new boss by this time. Our last game before Christmas is away to Hull on the 21st. It's a very long journey, so not too sure how many fans will take to that one in a busy period of the season, of course. But another tricky game. They've got a new manager also. And then Boxing Day, we're back at home. I can't remember the last time Swans played at home on Boxing Day. It must have been about Aston Villa a few seasons ago now. Must have been one of the last times we played at home on Boxing Day. But it's QPR, and you know what? I think that could be a tricky game, but an interesting one for Boxing Day. And then we end off 2024 with a home game against Luton Town. So we play Luton twice in the same month. We start the month against them, and we end the month against Luton Town. home and away, of course. And in December, that's not going to be easy. I think we'll probably lose Luton away. I think we'll beat Plymouth away, 3 points. Draw Sunderland home, 4. Draw to Hull away, 5. I'd say we draw again to QPR, 6. And beat Luton home, 9. So I think we're up to about 39. I'm losing count. I'd say about 39 points from the opening few games. Definitely could happen. Definitely couldn't happen as well. This is just my initial thoughts right now. I'm probably miscounted a few. But so far, it's not too bad. But Luton twice in December. It doesn't really help both of us, does it? Into January then, into 2025, we begin with an away trip to Portsmouth. This is one I really wanted to do. But first of the new year, of course, New Year's Day. Doubt that's going to happen now. But I would love to go to Fratton Park. Hopefully they stay up. The next season we get a better game against them, or we play them in the FA Cup or League Cup away. That'd be great. But yeah, it's a 3 o'clock game on the Wednesday. Okay, I've just realised that, because usually Wednesday midweek games are late at night. So yeah, of course that could actually be an option then. Maybe I'm not too sure though, because of course we all know that New Year's gets very messy. And then of course Saturday the 4th, our first home game of 2025 will be the same as our first home game in 2024 against West Brom. We won that one this year. Hopefully we do it again next year. And then it's the derby again, the reverse fixture at Cardiff on Saturday the 18th. And I think the last time we had the away game at Cardiff, we won the first one. It must have been under Steve Cooper, and it was a 0-0 draw. Hopefully by this time we've made a few exciting signings in January. We're able to test them out there, because we'll have the FA Cup between that as well. So hoping for a good one. That's going to be a great game as always. And then another midweek game. We're back at home after the derby to play Sheffield United midweek again. A bit annoying, but Tuesday 21st, 4:45 kickoff. And then Saturday 25th of January away to Norwich. So we finish off January then with a tricky schedule. We're looking at the games against Portsmouth. I don't think we win that one. I think a point. West Brom home, point again. I'm going to be biased and say we beat Cardiff, of course, 5 points. I can't see us getting anything against Sheffield United at home. And then Norwich away again, nothing. So in that month, 5 points. I think we're up to about 44 here. Into February then, and we start with a home game against Coventry in February. Should be an interesting one, that one. Before moving on to the 8th of February, away to Bristol City. That would be a great away day to go on. And, you know, as we said in the reverse fixture, a bit of a rivalry there. Before Tuesday 11th of February, home midweek game to Sheffield Wednesday. The following Saturday, away to Stoke. Both games against Stoke this season then. On the weekend, great to see. And then Saturday 22nd of February, we host Blackburn Rovers. So an interesting month. Very winnable games, all of them. I'd say we draw Coventry home. Back us to beat Bristol away, 4 points. Draw against Sheffield Wednesday home, 5. Draw to Stoke away, 6. Beat Blackburn home, 9 points. So I think we're up to about 50 points already. I'd be very good. We'd be quite high up in the table actually, wouldn't we, at this point? So we're promising so far. Into March we go. We begin March the 1st on a Saturday game away to Preston. Interested in that one. On the 8th then, it's the reverse fixture of the opening day. We host Middlesbrough for a midweek clash away at Vicarage Road yet again. Last season was away to Watford midweek as well. So yet again that one. And Saturday 15th of March, home to Burnley. That'll be interesting because the last game against Burnley at home was very exciting. 2-1 win for Burnley, but an exciting game nevertheless. I know they've got a change in manager there now. And then we end off in March away to Leeds. Now, this is a game I'd like to go to, Ellen Road away. But of course, lifestyle, university, all that will come into it. But Ellen Road away this season may be on the cards. So this month's going to be tricky. I'd say we never do too well against Preston away, do we? So I'll go with draw there. A draw against Middlesbrough home, maybe 2. I'm being a bit ambitious there. A draw against Watford, 3. Lose to Burnley and lose to Leeds. So 3 points in this month. Honestly, I've lost count for how many points are on. I think maybe 53. We'll go with that for now. Into the month of April then, and we begin with a game against Derby. Swans versus Derby. On the 5th, Saturday. Great to see the Derby fans, because we all know the Derby fans are incredible. Glad that's on a Saturday. And then midweek at home yet again. Wednesday 9th, it's Plymouth at home, midweek though, so it spoils it a little bit. Saturday 12th of April, Sunderland versus Swansea away to Stadium of Light. We had a lot of fun there last season. Friday the 18th of April, of course the Good Friday just before Easter weekend, Swans host Hull. And then on the Monday, we go away to QPR. And then Saturday 26th of April, it's Millwall away to end off April. And it almost end off our season. So Loftus Road away will be a great away day to do. But in this month, I'd say beat Derby, beat Plymouth, lose away to Sunderland, draw home to Hull at 7 points, draw away to QPR 8, and a win against Millwall 11 points. So I think we're on to like 65 here. That'd be a great month, and maybe that could be almost playoffs. You know, it's very close. And of course, on the final day then, in May, we host Oxford. Of course, the playoff winners, a great way to end the season. We could relegate them, of course, on the final day, maybe, or they could end up staying up, and we could end up going winning the whole thing. Of course, when I've been saying win, lose, draw, of course we're going to lose a lot more than I've said. I'm not going to say we're going to lose every game or as many as we probably will do this season. I'm trying to stay ambitious, but of course on the final day, then I back us to beat Oxford. So I think that works out about maybe like 68 points. I think that could very much do the playoffs. Maybe last season it wouldn't, but you know, I think we're onto a good season this year. I think we'll have a good finish. I expect us to be top half. I think we have to be with the ambition. And overall, the fixture schedule then, we've got Cardiff early on, and then in January we've got of course the game against Bristol in February and September, and then 2 games to end off in 2024 with Boxing Day game at home against QPR for a home game against Luton Town. We begin 2025 off with a away game against Portsmouth. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Really intrigued to know, and let me know how you find your club's fixture schedule for the upcoming season. As we say, loads of matchday vlogs to come on the channel for the Swans this season. Really looking forward to it. Loads of general championship content coming your way as well on the channel, and so much more football. And I'll see you in a bit, guys. Take care. Goodbye.